We are somewhat fragmented. We deliver cancer care in a lot of different places. We don't convene it in one area. It's not as easy to access. It's not as easy for patients. So many people in the past had to travel. I have to go here for brachytherapy. I have to go over here for surgical. I have to go over here for my infusion therapy. The intent is, no, we can do that all here, and we can provide that for so many more people than we used to be able to in the past.
The Cancer Institute is going to be able to physically be a space that we can provide all those services. First and foremost, bringing together all of the cancer experts that serve patients in Peoria currently, as well as hopefully bringing in patients ministry-wide who need those services here in Peoria.
And then the foundation has stepped up in a big way by really helping work with our community donors. We'll be funding about almost half of the project, and they see the opportunity in front of them. This community has stepped up in a monster way.
The Cancer Center itself, the Institute, the physical structure in itself has all these new therapies, proton beam being the center core.
Proton beam therapy is going to be the linchpin of the Cancer Institute. It is treatment of cancer with a particle and allows us to increase the dose that's given, and you can treat into areas that currently really aren't very amenable to having radiation treatment because of the side effects of that other type of X-ray radiation that just keeps on going through the tissues and creates a lot of side effects.
We have the great opportunity to convene, even leverage better partnerships to do even more. They can be a partner with a clinical partner, it could be a research partner, it could be a truly academic engineering partner. Illinois Cancer Care have been partners with us for years. We're going to continue to be those close partners with them, and they're going to use some of this space as well.
Illinois Cancer Care will open its 15th clinic at the OSF Cancer Institute. We'll be located on the 3rd floor, and it will be a complete clinic. So it means that for a patient who needs to be seen at the Cancer Institute and needs to continue treatment in that clinic, then we will continue to provide services there. We have a whole research department with over 40 years of research excellence that's recognized nationally, and we've won multiple awards for that, and we continue to be very well published on a yearly basis.
That accumulation of people and resources will lead to the generation of the capability to do meaningful research studies. Adding the research starts to make it more personalized, start to make it more granular, get it really down to the point where the individual person can feel a connection to what we're doing as a way that's going to help them and their family.
It's going to be a much higher level of cancer research using technologies such as artificial intelligence to figure out how can we prevent and cure some of these diseases that are still a bit of a struggle for us.
The ultimate goal is that we eradicate cancer, and in our lifetimes, I think that can be possible. It's going to bring thousands of jobs, and these clinical trials alone will ultimately bring hundreds of millions of dollars to this community.
This investment is going to benefit the patients, and it's going to benefit the economy. So to date, there's been about 75 different workers who have been in that building to date. 90% of those employees are coming from Peoria and Bloomington. So that directly impacts those lives and families who live here, go to the grocery stores here, buy their automobile close by, they go to restaurants here, their kids go to school here.
So it's going to be a monster point of pride for this community, this region, and I couldn't be more excited, quite honestly.
Peoria's a great place, and we have to make it continue to be as wonderful as it always has been. So that's what I get excited about, is just seeing the community have a new breath of freedom, if you want to call it that.
I think the most exciting thing for me is that we have an opportunity to treat so many more patients with cancer. It's an awful diagnosis. We are all impacted by it in some fashion. So I think some of the therapies, some of the nutrition, some of the education, some of the navigation, we're going to have that available here to allow them to navigate their lives more normally despite the diagnosis and treatment. So I find that to be extremely exciting.